So, good evening, everyone. I'm a faculty
Good
of
evening.
Infosys Institute. So today I'm going to take personal interview of Netik Negi, and who is a student of 7th class, and he's an aspirant of RMS. He's an aspirant of both RMS and Sainik. So, Netik, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
So don't be confused. Are you comfortable? Are you feeling comfortable?
Yes, ma'am.
Seems to me that you're a little bit nervous. Don't be nervous. So, first thing I want to tell you, whenever you appear for an interview, always bring a smile on your face. Little bit smile, not more than that. You should have a smiling face. It shows that how energetic you are, right? It shows you should sit like this. It should be straight. Your shoulder should not be this way. It shows that you are not enthusiastic person. Yes. It seems to me that you are ready.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
What's your full name?
Ma'am, my full name is Natik Negi.
Netik Negi. So Negi, is it your surname Negi?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Where do you come from?
I live in UK, Rudurpur, but I am hailed from Dehradun.
Okay. You hail from Dehradun?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So currently, where you are living currently?
Ma'am, currently I am living in Rudurpur, Uttarakhand.
Uttarakhand. So can you tell me something about Dehradun? I have heard a lot about Dehradun.
And there are so many
Yes.
various places in Dehradun. There is a Ganga river flows through Dehradun. There are so many temples, and through there are so many yatras of Char Dham and Badrinath, Kedarnath, all, and there are so many schools, and there are also a Patanjali school in the Dehradun.
But one thing you are forgetting. There is a famous school in Dehradun. Many celebrities they have received education. Do you know?
No, I don't know.
Doom? Don't you know?
No, I don't know.
Okay. So, how many members are there in your family?
Then there are four members in my family: my
Good.
father, my mother, my sister, and I.
And okay. Do you live in a whether you live in a nuclear or joint family?
Ma'am, I live in a nuclear family.
You live in a you have grandparents?
Yes, ma'am, I have grandparents.
So your grandparents do they live with you?
No, ma'am.
Where they where are they right now?
Ma'am, my grandparents are in UP, Meerut.
Okay. Are they living alone?
Yes, ma'am.
So how do you feel like you are quite far away from your grandparents? So most of the children they have a bonding with grandparents. Whenever your grandparents visit you, do you feel happy that my or you can say my grandma, my grandpa today they are coming? Do you feel sometimes overexcited?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I have spent 5 years with my grandfather and grandmother.
Okay. So grandparents they always share blessings.
Yes, ma'am.
Grandson, granddaughter. right? Okay, what does your parents do? Especially, first of all, I would like to ask about your father. What's your father, or what does your father do?
Ma'am, my father is a head manager in Mahindra CI.
Mahindra.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Okay,
Mahindra CI, it makes tractor.
okay, very good. So he is working in
And
the
mother is,
company.
ma'am, my mother is a government teacher.
She's a government teacher. Okay, where?
Yes, ma'am, in UK,
Okay,
Uttarakhand only.
Uttarakhand only. As your parents, they are quite educated, so you feel that it's like a blessing for you that your parents are educated. How do they guide you?
And they guide me. You focus on your study only
They
and
ask,
about your studies
they
only.
guide me to focus on studies. Okay, correct. Speak
And
again.
guide me on, ma'am, they guide me to focus on studies and about your fitness.
Okay, it means they give a weightage to both physical and
Yes,
mental fitness. So do you so what do you feel that you what do you say that your parents, like, they are guiding you, that you, so you keep your body fit?
yes, ma'am. I early at 5:15 I go for morning walk and then I come and play
Mhm.
cricket. Then I do my classes.
Okay, so what else do you do to keep yourself fit?
Then I go for morning walk and play, I play lot after classes
Okay,
and in the morning before the classes.
okay. So tell me something about your school. Where are you studying?
Ma'am, my school,
Huh.
ma'am, I am studying in Career Defense School, Ambala.
Ambala. Ambala where? Where in
Ma'am, Ambala is a place in Haryana.
Ambala is a place in Haryana. Okay. So one thing more I want to ask, that how you how did you come to know about this school? As you are living in Uttarakhand, that you enroll yourself at Ambala, it's quite it's quite far away. That how did you come to know about this school, Career Defense School? What
Ma'am, when I was watching a video on a YouTube, then I see the video of the Career Defense School Ambala. I see there
not see,
there is
watch. Okay.
I watched the video of the Career Defense School Ambala. It is very good. I see there is a good good ground for students,
Hmm.
kids, and it is having the big hostels. Then I see to my mother and father. They then they then they took my admission in the Career Defense School Ambala.
Okay. So how you are proceeding your education nowadays? As you know that there is a pandemic, there is a outbreak of COVID-19. So how you are pacing up your studies?
Ma'am, I take my all classes. Earlier there was three classes, but nowadays from today there are six to seven classes in the morning. I take all the classes at the night or at the evening. I complete the work and send.
Okay. Do you send your work on time or sometimes you get late?
Ma'am, sometimes I get late, but I send on work on time.
But you try to send your work on time.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I know that there is a lush green campus in Career Defense School. Many students they are happy that we are receiving quality education. Okay, one thing more that what you have to say about teachers of a Career Defense School.
The teacher of the K Defense School was good. There are so that teach us
Hmm.
they teach us very clearly, and they clear our all doubts,
Hmm.
and
It means they are ever ready to
they
help you out. They are ever ready.
yes ma'am, yes ma'am.
Okay. Do they use novel ways? Means do they use sometimes creative ways to teach students? Have you ever seen this thing?
What?
I mean, say like teaching is that it's a teachers they teach just normal, right? But I have heard that this student teachers of career defense school they use different ways. They use creative ideas. They yes they use such type of skills so that
Yes ma'am. Earlier was I was in normal school. I have studied also in the earlier school. They tell they easily complete our chapter, but in career defense school they all clearly all the chapter, and with explanation, lot of explanation.
okay, okay.
And in career
Mm-hmm. Come on, yes, go ahead.
the teacher of career defense school clear, and they use screen, they use types of things to clear out doubts with PDF and other things. With sometimes they use models,
They use models as
example
well.
of model. Yes ma'am.
So, where were you studying earlier? May I know the name of your school?
Ma'am, earlier I study in JPS JC's public school in Uttarakhand.
So, who was your favorite teacher? Whom do you consider that particular teacher is my favorite teacher? So, what you have to say?
I'm in Kerry Defense School.
No, I'm asking about previous one.
Ma'am, the in my previous class I was in fifth. My class teacher is my favorite. They they
Mm-hmm.
she helped me a lot, and she gave me an opportunity to do all the things. She gave me sometimes to decorate the board of our
She
class,
gave me. She used
and
to give me sometime. Correct.
yes, sometimes she
Good.
she con she
Mm.
she
What?
explained with the models. Sometimes she uh, use us to explain explanation for us.
And which subject she used to teach you?
Ma'am, she used to teach ma'am science.
Science. So, Netik, what's your favorite subject?
Ma'am, I like ma'am science and reasoning.
Science and reasoning.
Yes, ma'am.
Science, do you like?
Yes, ma'am. I like science.
You like science the most. So, may I know, could you tell me about sun? How does a sun consist of? How many gases are there?
Ma'am, there are so many gases in like carbon dioxide, oxygen, methane, hydrogen, and there are so many gases in the sun.
But as far as I know, that it consists of two main gases, na? Helium and hydrogen.
Yes, ma'am.
So who is called the head of a solar system?
The ma'am head of the solar system called the sun because the sun is the only star in the solar system, and it is very huge compared to the all the planets.
Okay. So do you think that sun has its own light?
Ma'am, the sun has its own light,
Good.
but the moon has not its own light.
So what about other planets? Do
Ma'am,
they
the other planet,
do they receive light from sun, or do they have on their own?
ma'am, all the planets receive the sunlight from the ma'am, all the planets receive the sunlight from the sun only,
Okay.
and the our Earth also receive the sunlight from the sun only.
So
If there
okay, just carry on, carry on.
if there, if there is no sun, all the planets get black. Nowadays we have technology for the light bulbs, but it is not clear without our sun.
Okay. So which is called a natural satellite?
And the natural satellite is moon.
Okay, natural satellite. What is the meaning of satellite? What do you understand by the term satellite?
When satellite is a it may be a artificial satellite or a natural satellite that revolve around the planet or sun.
Okay. Second question is reasoning. Why do you like reasoning?
Ma'am, in reasoning there are so many sums to solve, and there quite it is a creative for us. There are new things that
You learn. Hmm.
nowadays we are learning the clock in which we have to tell the mirror image or a water image of the time. There are so many formulas in reasoning which are we can learn so easily.
Nitik, what do you like to be in your life? Like when you grow up? Like right now you are in seventh standard, right? So what
I'm in sixth,
sixth
not in
sixth
seventh.
standard? You are in sixth standard. Sorry. So what would you like to be when
Ma'am,
you grow up? What would you like to?
ma'am, I want, ma'am, I want to go in a navy or a in air force or a Indian army.
You're an aspirant of Indian Army, Navy. It means your ultimate aim is to get into defense, right?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, in my family there are so many in army. My my grandfather is also in army, but he retired earlier, and he also fight in a Kargil war.
What? Hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
So, who inspired you the most to get into defense? Who made up your mind that Netik, you have to go into army? That this is my dream. Like sometimes grandparents say, your aunt, your
No,
uncle.
ma'am, no, ma'am.
Who has inspired you? Who helped you
Ma'am, in my
to make up your mind?
ma'am, no, and not anyone. I have any dream to I been a army officer. One day, when I come to my grandfather house, I
Yes.
see the in my I
Seeing
see
you.
my grandfather
Mhm.
in a army dress. Then I took the decision to make to I want also this dress in or a army or a navy or a air force.
Means your grandfather, he's your inspiration.
Yes, ma'am.
Has your grandpa ever said that Natik, you have to get into army only?
No, ma'am.
No. So
No, ma'am.
one day, what happened? One day you saw your grandpa in army
Ma'am,
dress, made up your mind that you
yes,
got
ma'am.
inspired. You got inspired by his dress. That on
Yes, ma'am.
that day only you made up your mind that you took a decision to get into army, to be in army.
Yes, ma'am.
So what are the qualities of an army man? If what are the qualities? Because there is a lot of difference between a civilian and an army person, right? There's a lot of difference. What you have to
Yes,
say?
ma'am. There are a lot of difference in a civilian or a army man. In civilian man, they
A
there
civilian.
is a no time for
Mhm.
anything. In the army, we have to do all the things in the time.
Yes, at stipulated time. Okay. Okay, like as you are saying, ma'am, they are punctual, right? Can you give me any example of your grandpa that he has shown punctuality in his life? Do you know? Do you remember one incident?
I don't know. I
Mhm.
does not remember because
I don't remember, not doesn't. I don't remember. Hmm.
I might not remember because when I born, after 2 or 3 years, my grandfather has
He got retired.
he got retired from the army. I didn't see him in the about his punctuality.
Okay, good. So, Nitik, are you have what's your strength? Your strength.
When my strength is in a rope skipping, I can do about 500 or a 600 rope.
And your weakness? Every person is born with some weaknesses.
Yes,
No one is
my
perfect in this
weakness
world.
is
Mhm.
yes, my weakness is I need two to three glasses of water in every 5 minutes.
Your intake of
I
water
drink so
is,
much.
you drink so much water.
Yes, ma'am.
Your intake is high. Okay. This is your weakness.
Yes, ma'am.
So, if you ever come across with a poor man that who is barefooted, so if you ever come across with a barefooted man, so would you like to help that person?
Ma'am,
What
I
would
have
you do in that situation? Would you give him advice to work hard or just simply give
yes,
him a 100 or 50 rupees note to him?
ma'am, I have seen one person. He is already fit, but he is asking for
He was asking,
money
okay.
on a road. I said, you are fit. Why do you doesn't do a work? Why you are asking for money to all?
Why don't you do work? Okay. Hmm.
Why don't you do the work? You are fit.
You are fit. Okay. So you didn't help him
Ma'am, I
by offering
helped him
some money, you mean to say?
by giving some money and I said, now you do the work and first you eat something with this money and go to search of work.
Okay. Nitik, your hobbies. What are your hobbies? What do you like to do?
Ma'am, my hobby is playing cricket or ride a cycle.
Your hobby is riding a bicycle,
Playing,
playing cricket,
playing cricket.
and riding a bicycle.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So nowadays, as you know, that there is a outbreak of COVID-19, as I told you, that what you have to say on this. Uh, which message would you like to give to people that how to protect yourself from this disease?
Ma'am, this is a communicable disease. It can spread to all. It doesn't see it is a old or a child. I give a few lines on COVID-19.
Hmm.
When you go to the some place for buying things, when you come to the home, you wash your hand or take a bath.
You should,
Be-
okay, you should wash your hands and take a bath.
You should bring something like households. You have to keep
You have to maintain distance, social
maximum
distance.
5 to 4 hours, 5 to 4 hours at the side, and
Hours.
don't touch it because there is so many viruses in the packets and other. When you
There are so many. Okay. Mm-hmm.
when you eat them, you have to first sanitize your hand. Then, after sanitizing your hand, then you wash the hand with the water because sanitizer is having lots of chemical. Then you wash your hand, then eat that thing.
Okay. So, I asked, what type of person or what type of boy is Natik Negi? In two lines only. Like,
मैम हमें बताना है.
yes, you have to tell. Like, my name is Mantinder, so I know what type of, woman I am. What type of person is Natik?
Natik Negi, I am bitter, lazy type man.
Okay.
Lazy type man because I say to my sister, you can do this thing, bring this thing for me,
Mhm.
and she bring.
Okay. This is your weakness, you can say that you are a lazy person.
Yes, ma'am.
As your dreams, you have set your dreams quite high that I want to be an army officer, either in navy or in army, right? So you must be, you must be energetic. You have to shun your laziness if you want to be successful in your life. That's why I asked you. It seemed to me.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So how do your friends describe you?
Ma'am, my friend describes mm, I am a friend,
I'm a good
good
friend, not
friend.
I'm a good friend. No.
I am a good friend, and they tell he help us.
Okay. Nitik, where would you find yourself after right now you are in sixth standard? You must be 11 or 12 years old. Not more than that. Am I right? 12, 13, right?
Yes, ma'am. I have 12 people.
Yes, 12.
12.
So after 8 or 9 years, where would you find yourself? Like there is a mirror in front of you that if you have to look into you, if you have to look yourself into the mirror, that how would you find yourself after 8 or 9 years?
Ma'am, I want to see me an army officer and a slim or fit.
Slim or fit? Good. So, Nitik, which school are you interested in? Because in defense, under defense, Sainik school, RMS,
Ma'am,
RIMC school, they come under the category of defense, right? So, which school are you interested in?
yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I am interested in Sainik School, Sainik School and Rashtriya Military School.
You are interested in Sainik school,
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
or
ma'am.
you are interested in both?
Ma'am, I am interested in both.
You are interested in both. Okay, like I'm taking your mock interview, right? If I say that, Netik, although you have given me satisfactory answers, but at the end I say that Netik, your interview was not up to the mark. I'm not going to select you. So how will you react in that situation? If I say, no, Netik, sorry, you are not selected. So what will you do in that situation? Will
This time I have not passed the interview, but
Yes,
I will work hard and next time I will pass the interview.
yes, this is an exact answer. It shows that it's like a spirit. Okay, so never ever lose your heart. Never take it to your heart. So God have whatever God has set for you that you will achieve, right? Never ever take it to your heart. So how many Sainik schools are there? How many Sainik schools are?
Ma'am, there are 15 or 16 Sainik school in India.
No, around 31, 32 Sainik schools are there. Their number is getting increased.
Ma'am, its number is getting increased, but earlier I have listened about a 15 or a 16.
Okay, okay. Do you know the motto?
Yes, ma'am, the motto of Sainik school is Gyan, Anushasan, or Sahyog.
Okay. So Nitik, you interviewed quite well. Okay. So what was your error first? Like you were saying I. It's I, not I. Okay. I. Because your pronunciation is not correct. Somewhere you were losing. Okay. So next time you be ready.
Yes,
Otherwise, your
ma'am.
interview was quite satisfactory. I'm happy for you. Next time you come with better preparation. Okay. Till then, goodbye. Thank you.
Thank you.
इस वीडियो को लाइक करें, हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर बेल आइकन जरूर प्रेस करें हमारी न्यू वीडियो सबसे पहले देखने के लिए।